Welcome back for the next channeling session. We'll see what they have to bring in today. This is Mother Mary. We come to you today to discuss one of the many issues that are occurring of late with more and more frequency, and that is people allowing themselves to be hijacked by the frequencies that are being played out for humanity. We mean by this that when you allow yourself to be manipulated by the frequencies inherent to the things that are playing out on the world stage, this serves to decrease your frequency and your vibration, and in effect, to hold you in a lower frequency or vibration. For this reason, it is incredibly important right now that all of you recognize and understand that your contribution to where we are headed as a planet and your contribution to the collective can only be at its best when you maintain and protect your own peace. Now, this is, for many, something that is difficult, because how can one protect his or her peace if there are such atrocities happening in the world? We understand this thought process. However, it is important to recognize that when it comes to those things that you cannot control or contribute to, that by allowing yourself to be sucked in, for lack of a better term, you serve only to allow your own frequency to be decreased. If you sit for hours in front of the television, watching the news, discuss the atrocities of today, or you meet for coffee with a friend and discuss all of the horrible things that are happening in the world, if you sit by yourself in your home, doom scrolling, as it were, on social media and watching again all of the atrocities that are occurring in the world, this does not serve anyone. It surely does not serve you. It allows for a decrease in your own vibration such that you are then unable to see any beauty in the world. It is likely that you have some experience dealing with at least one individual that you have met over your lifetime who appears to be mired in difficulty, mired in the atrocities that occur somewhere, in some way, at all times. If you have been introduced to an individual such as this, you would know that the vibration that that person is holding is palpable. It is a palpably low vibration. And if you are one that has a higher vibration, then being in that person's environment can decrease your own frequency. You can feel this. This is why some individuals are those that cause other people to not want to be around them. This happens because they decrease the frequency of those that they are around. We say this in simple terms. There are many who may take issue to what it is that we are saying, but let us assure you we are only introducing the topic of frequency as it relates to others with whom you interact. There are many nuances here, and we are well aware that once your own vibration is solid and secure, you cannot and will not be decreased by any other human. However, For sake of argument at this time, we are introducing the topic as it relates to the world stage and what it is that is being played out on the televisions and social media of many on the planet. There are many things happening right now that appear to be very detrimental both to the planet and to humanity at large. We cannot underscore enough how important it is that you recognize that your job at this point in time is to protect your own peace. If you sit and doom scroll or watch the news for hours on end, or sit and talk about all of the atrocities and your reactions to those atrocities for hours on end, you have no choice in having a high level vibration, for it is through these interactions that your vibration is brought lower and lower. Conversely, if you choose instead to do those things that you can to control your own environment, your own home, your own relationships, your own interactions with the individuals with whom you come in contact. If you choose instead to spend your time ensuring that your interactions in your day-to-day are pleasant and positive, and that you are seeking alignment with a higher frequency, creatively allowing interactions between yourself and others such that you can lift others up. Just as we spoke of the individual who can decrease frequency, there are those individuals, and we know you have interacted with them, that when they walk into a room, everyone in the room feels lighter and brighter. They bring forward a lightness in their own vibration and frequency that is felt by those with whom they interact. And these people are those that right now are so important. For you see, in each individual is the ability to maintain your own frequency. Once humans collectively understand this truth and use it to build frequency and to maintain their own vibrant emotional state, this will allow for the frequency of the planet to increase ever more. Again, there are many nuances here, and we understand this. These types of topics can bring forth much by way of discussion. And for purposes of this brief video, we only wish to encourage everyone to understand that it is their own vibration that they are in charge of, and protection of their own peace can help them in maintaining their own vibration. Instead of watching the news for hours on end, or doom scrolling, or having negative conversations about all of the negative things happening in the world, if you chose instead to spend your time each morning in grounding on the earth, in noticing the beauty of the trees and the birds, the animals around you, if you chose instead to focus on one small thing that seems to be positive in your environment, you would notice a change in your vibration. This vibratory change can then be used and catalyzed, can be strengthened. And in so doing, your vibration will continue to rise, and you will be a positive contributor to what it is that is occurring on the planet. The more and more that those of you who can and do change your own vibration, the more the planetary vibration will rise, the more you will collectively rise, and we will all be ushered into the new earth, heaven on earth, whatever it is that you wish to call it. It is better than what it is currently. For that reason, we encourage you again to spend as little time as possible on doom scrolling or the news and paying attention to those things that are of low vibration. We will discuss and future sessions why this is true. But rest assured, at this time, we choose to leave it simply at this. Protection of your own peace and your own vibration is truly your sole job right now. If you can and will do this, you will see change in the planet. We love you. We are here with you. Until next time, that is all. Okay, protection of our peace. I caught that part. I'm not often fully cognizant during these sessions, but I did catch the protection of peace. And I can tell you, I know that that is difficult right now with everything that's going on in the world. But for me personally, I choose not to watch the news and not to doom scroll because I cannot maintain my own vibration if I choose to be abreast of everything that's happening. So I used to be one of those people that watched the news every morning, and it was usually on in the evening too. And I no longer choose to do that. I choose to do things that are positive and to maintain my own vibration by focusing on things that are positive. And if there's something that I can and will affect, I will do that. But if it is just watching what's going on in the world and being aware of all the tragedies and atrocities, as they called them, I know that does not allow for protection of my peace. So hopefully that helps. If anyone wishes to have any further conversation about that, I am, of course, open to it and look forward to any comments, questions, or concerns. But otherwise, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.